Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Shamrock Talk, the internet's number one mother-son Celtics podcast. I'm your host, Jake Olin, here with my mom, Karen Olin. We're recording this on February 8th at night after another Celtics blowout. Another one. Yeah, it's been a good streak since we started the podcast, hasn't it?
Not a lot of good conversational pieces.
I know.
Unfortunately.
The Hornets game was good. I think so. So we started, our first episode was after Sacramento.
Yeah.
So we crushed them. We crushed the Wizards before that. We lost to Atlanta the game after that. And since then we've won 7 straight.
Yeah.
So yes, since we last recorded after that Charlotte game, and since then it's been oof. I mean, any opening thoughts in the last 3 games? It's been
Pistons. I did kind of write down my high and low.
Yep.
Pistons, and I said it before. I think it was a high. Marcus Smart was my high. Like he has just, I think since he has come back, he has been unbelievable. And I think he's made us play at a much higher level. Fired up. I was trying to look for my low for that game. I mean, it's a blowout. So really, what is your low?
At the end, the young guys
kind
of already struggling to get minutes. They a lot of notes for that one.
Yes, I did. I don't know. I was just kind of like writing.
That's good.
I don't think I had a low. Yeah, I'm disappointed with, we've said this before, the bench coming in. When they are blowing out or when they're playing a team that's not so great, what's going on? So consistently, Grant Williams comes in. Schroder has even had less and less minutes. And then Josh Richardson comes in. But you got Langford, Pritchard, Neesmith, and what's going on. So I start to question, like, are we keeping Schroder? So that's one of my thoughts. Like, why aren't they coming in more?
Yeah. I actually think Schroder's been somewhat better. I didn't play great today,
I agree. Last game I think he played.
Yes, he played very well. Again,
this game
all
was
these
okay.
games have been terrible.
Yeah.
I mean Pistons was close at times, but like never in jeopardy. The final was only 9, but again, we were up like 22 with like a couple minutes left and just
agreed. When our starters were in, we were pretty handily beating them.
Yeah, but that's everybody now. It's been ridiculous. Like what do we even talk about here? It's like we're the best team in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Who was the next game?
The next game was Orlando. Maybe
Orlando,
the
my
worst
high was
game I've ever seen.
What?
It might be the worst NBA game I've ever seen. They were terrible. We were terrible and still crushed them.
Yeah.
I think offensively we were like completely disjointed.
Yeah.
And
passing
we still
is getting better though. Passing, at least they're trying.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I thought against Orlando at the beginning, especially, it was like, oh God.
Yeah.
But I mean, Orlando is just terrible.
Yeah.
It's just and I mean, again, the Celtics have blown out everybody, but we've almost haven't played a healthy team. It's just been battered teams that we've and to our credit, we've crushed them all basically. But
I know what my low was coming into the Orlando. My high was Grant Williams' defense. I still think every time a star, somebody who's really good matches up against him, they think they're going to take him, and his lane defense one-on-one is unbelievable. I besides Smart, I would say probably one of the best. He just uses his body, moves his feet. He impresses me. I think his defense is phenomenal in the lane, especially. Overall, I think his defense is good, but one-on-one coming into the lane, they just keep running into his body. He is a big high for me. I think almost every game, but that game, there were a couple times where they thought they were going to go by him and he just used his body so well. My low was when the bench came in, and Orlando still had some serious players for them in the game, and it got a little bit close in the end there. And Scal said, not a great outing for the bench. Now, they've not played how many minutes and I don't know how many games. You come out cold. And you're playing people that have been in the game and are all warmed up. So, I mean, you're at a loss at that point. You don't come fresh off the bench. And they did come through in the end. They had to call a timeout or whatever, and we won the game, fairly easily. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that game. And it's not a lot. You're right. They've been blowing out.
There's nothing in any of these games. It's like, okay, we're the best team in the NBA. We're the best team in the NBA. You're the best, like crushing everybody.
We are the best team? I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that's what we look like every game. We look like
I like your theory of they cut out the power to go to the better game.
Yeah. We want to transition to today.
We lost the feed. TNT lost power.
The national, everyone lost it. Yeah.
And it cut
to the very end of the
Suns, the Suns Sixer game, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Super close. Great game. And your theory was they did it purposefully.
Very coincident.
Yeah.
It was a big coincidence to cut out from the blowout to go. I mean, that should have been the national game to start. Wow.
Yes.
Way
Especially
better game.
Once you hear who's not playing.
Yeah. I think at that point it was just too late. Like they can't switch the times.
Yeah, probably for the time. But I'm like, who shows this nationally?
It was over after literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we want to get to tonight, I mean, everyone was a high. I thought like at the beginning, like not even that they were playing bad, we were unbelievable, like smothering defensively, fast break, score, passing. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
we looked amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Passing, especially at the beginning of the game, has been this game was phenomenal. So Jaylen Brown had 9 assists this game. Only played 28 minutes, 9 assists. So people were shooting well, but also I think he has the Rob Williams. He drives and sets up Rob Williams. He's been doing that the last few games, and I think he has that down. And in previous years, would you ever say Jaylen Brown was a great passer?
No.
I don't think that would ever come out of my mouth. He was an ISO player. He'd have a pass occasionally, but I think he and Jason Tatum are trying very hard to turn into better passers.
Yes. I think Tatum's been starting to do it for a while.
Yeah.
And I thought this is the first game, I agree, from Brown that I've really seen him start to, he was really good tonight.
Yes. Even his driving was excellent. I mean, their defense was not phenomenal. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yes, it's
the one thing ridiculous. They did do that I think you're going to see is they worked extremely hard to double team Tatum and Brown.
Yes,
and I think
especially Tatum. Tatum had the ball at the top. It was an automatic double
on him. And I think that is why these games are so important. The passing, the rest of the team shooting, getting that practice is important because if you go into the playoffs, what you're going to do? Guard, double team the two top players. You're going to pressure everybody else to score. And I think they're going to see that again and again. So, and Tatum still got in however 20, I think he had 27 minutes. 19 points, right? Yeah. So he passed, I can't remember how many assists. He had quite a few assists too. 4.
Just 4. Yeah.
That's pretty good though. I mean,
he was efficient, didn't shoot great from 3, but
one of the announcers said, which I do think is very much true. He started with the ball at the top, got double teamed, and started that offense. First pass, not the assist pass because they had 4 or 5 in between, but started that offense by giving that pass, drawing the defenders, leaving somebody open eventually. I think the passing has been phenomenal.
Yes. And I think a huge development of that is Robert Williams. The threat at the rim, both offensively and now offensively, it's kind of, he's always been a defensive threat there, but now offensively, the alley-oop's always there. His finishing ability near the rim is way improved, I think.
And they're better alley-oops. I don't know if you remember the beginning of the year when they were like, what
exactly.
can you get, alley-oops?
Yeah, over the backboard.
What can you get, alley-oops? How far can
Yeah.
you reach? Not the best.
Since Smart's come back and Robert Williams transformed into a new player, I mean, I think that's made all the difference in this kind of tear that we've been on. They've both been excellent.
So 2 thoughts for you. One is, what do you think's going on in James Harden's mind?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see. We got 2 days till the trade deadline.
Yeah. I think he's angry, right?
Yeah.
You got to be frustrated. Maybe frustrated is
yes.
more. You come to this team and you are right? You got Kevin Durant, you got Kyrie Irving. You are supposed to be a team that's going to win, right?
Yep.
And so to start the year and ongoing, even tonight, you have the whole vaccine issue. And this isn't about the vaccine, but somehow you got to be a little frustrated with that, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's part of it. And then Kevin Durant hurt. So watching this team sitting on the sidelines, and of all of them, he is the hard worker, wants to win. That's always been his attitude. He's just got to be, I don't know.
Yep. I would agree.
And they have Nash coming out saying he's not going to be traded today. So it'll be interesting.
We'll see. They always say that. Yeah.
You think he wants to be traded?
You think? Yeah. Maybe.
Can you imagine going to the Sixers after watching the ending of that game? I mean, let's see. If you're betting on the Nets or the Sixers, I'm thinking probably the Sixers.
I mean, if Durant's back and healthy.
Yeah, but then and that's coming back off this injury.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. And then Kyrie, can he play? Can he not play? Are you in New York? Are you not?
Is he only going to play away games in the playoffs? That's that's something else.
Am I winning a championship?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So
and Embiid Harden pick and roll would be absolutely devastating.
I agree.
It'd be a sight to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think deep inside he's like, I'm out of here. I want out of here.
Yeah. Well, he can get out next year if he wants.
And they kept flashing to him all game.
Yeah.
All game. And I'm thinking, what are you thinking? I just am done. I don't want to be.
Apparently he doesn't like living in New York either. And it's a whole it's just a whole thing.
Well, I think he would really like living in New York if they were winning everything, right? A big difference when you
could be
have lost 9 in a row? 9.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it was just funny looking at him, wondering, what are you thinking? Other thing, Schroder, and what do you think our trade's going to be? What would your guess be in the next couple of days? Is he not? I'm on the
prediction. Yes, I would say my prediction is we stay put.
I think we are. I 100% agree. It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Mixed feelings on. I mean, I don't mind it, but So I saw today, one of the rumors was we were looking at Schroder to the Bucks for Dante DiVincenzo.
Yep.
But they wanted Grant Williams as well. And we're like, no, obviously not.
Yeah. I don't think that's
No, So that sounded kaput. And then the other one I heard was to the Lakers, I think. No, that was someone else. But I don't know. Yeah, I think we stay put. I don't think we make any moves.
Yeah, I think on the roll that we are.
It was the Lakers wanted Josh Richardson. We're gonna get like Talen Horton Tucker and like Kendrick Nunn or something, but apparently that's not happening either. I agree. We'll see in the next couple of days. Maybe something happens, but
for me, it'll
especially
be
with the run,
because I have this feeling like they're going to keep him.
The run you're on now, it's like hard. It's hard winning 7 in a row and being like, we're going to switch it up.
Yeah, I agree. I think if things were different, we'd be more.
It could end up if we come back down to earth and start losing some games, maybe we regret that, but I
agree.
Timing's not right.
Yeah. No, I think he has a 8-man rotation that he really, really likes. So we'll see. But I don't know. That was my other thought.
Yeah. The other thing, Bruno Fernandez. Every time he comes in, like I love he's huge and he's athletic, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why is another guy that should be getting more garbage time minutes that
it was the third quarter. We were up by 35, and he's not coming in to kind of, I don't know.
Schroder's like, why not put him in?
Yeah, I agree.
That monster dunk at the end.
Yeah,
if you saw that.
So did you see Pritchard's dunk last game?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
left-handed he didn't dunk it, and then they started booing him.
Yeah, well, so it was kind of funny. Name of the announcer, I don't know. Anyway, somebody said something about he should have dunked it and he said he'd need a trampoline. I obviously didn't see last game.
Yeah.
Because I think that, it was a shock when he went up with the left hand and dunked it pretty easily. Yeah. Very funny.
So
my low this game, defense in the lane. I think we are, I think that's going to be.
Yes. When Williams is
out. What?
When Robert Williams is out.
Yes.
When he's in.
Yeah. I don't think he's old school though. Like, I think Grant Williams is he's just not tall enough, but I think he is somebody that plays one-on-one really well. I think Rob Williams still depends on blocking. And
I get what you're saying.
So the only reason I'm bringing it up is you have Antetokounmpo, you have Embiid, you have, you have some big guys that have great games inside.
Horford always plays well on those guys, though.
I agree. I
think if you have Horford in there and then Williams or Robert Williams for help, that's a good. It's when those two are out, or when you're only playing one of them that it's like
because who was the guy that kept going down the lane that helped them catch up? Did you catch his name?
Yeah, Johnson or whatever.
Yeah.
He came in. I've never heard of that guy.
In the lane. In the lane. I was like, what is going on?
Every time. Yeah.
You may stood up and was like, what is going? Yeah. Who
James
is this guy?
Johnson.
Yeah. He just kind of, for a while there. Yeah. In the second period, I think it was, just started going to town.
Yeah.
So that was, I think in the lane, a little better defense there.
Yeah. Hard to have a low when you're up 28-2.
Absolutely. That was I think that was just after that. Well, hey, positive is we are just steamrolling everybody. Let's keep going. Who's next?
The Nuggets.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Tough one's coming up. We got Nuggets and then I think Hawks again.
Yeah. The Hawks just made a trade, didn't they? Did they trade for somebody?
I don't think so. Maybe.
No, maybe not.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Oh, Pelicans. That's who it was.
Yeah. Who knows what these terrible teams are doing?
Yeah.
The Kings made terrible trades. The Pelicans made some bad, clown franchises. All the ones we just played.
Yeah.
But yeah, Denver, a little homestand at least. You have Denver and Atlanta at home, and then at Philly. We got a big test.
Yeah. Yep.
About
Denver.
Time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think our next really big one. I think we'll do well against Denver. I think we'll do well against Atlanta. I think obviously Sixers are going to be really hard, and that's going to test the the lane defense, right? That I was just talking about today. That is, I think, going to be a weak point for us. I just have this feeling, and I know we have the two big guys, but I think how we play and how we play defense with a good 3-point shooting team, I think that lane defense becomes difficult. And so I think Philly will be a fantastic test of that to really see, how we do.
Even Denver, Jokic. I mean, he's not athletic, but big presence,
old school, and I was just looking at the schedule. Let's see what we have. Yeah. Pistons. How are the Pistons
eases
doing?
up after that. They're terrible.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're really bad.
Yeah.
The last thing is our little contest
I think
to guess the games.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, we switched it up because last podcast it was win lose. That was
yeah. So now
then we
we're
were
going
going to do
against
the
the
spread, and it still seems to be really boring.
Well, we're both 2-1. The issue is we're gonna pick the same teams, like the same. We're probably gonna go the same way most of the time.
Yeah, only in a close game, right?
I actually put $5 on this game for real at the spread. Won that handily.
Yeah, handily. Yeah. So hopefully in closer games, the spread will be closer.
Yeah, we'll stick with the spread for now, and if we figure out a better contest, but so far we're 2-1 against the spread. We should be 3-0 if the bench mob stepped up against the Pistons.
I don't think it was them. I think Pistons still kept a few of their starters in, and it was funny because
you can't just all time. It was, I mean, losing by a few, but
said they had
they just kept scoring.
Good fourth quarter stats.
The Pistons getting blown out.
but I think that because certain players were still playing.
Yeah, of course.
I think that was part of the statistic is they still had, people playing that had played most of the game or a large part of the game. But anyway, yeah, the bench players did not help us with that. But again, I don't know. Sit 3 quarters, go in the last. I don't know. That's not an easy challenge. When how many of them are cold? Everybody. Yeah, not easy. But anyway, yeah.
Yep.
That's all I got.
So coming up, we got, again, as we said, Nuggets Friday, and then Hawks Sunday. But you taking a nice New England vacation.
Yeah, headed to Florida.
Where are you going? Fort Lauderdale? Oh, Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, yeah.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
Like an hour from Sarasota, Tampa. Yeah. Not
really?
that far. Yeah.
Go see Rory.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when do you leave? What, Thursday?
Yes, I'm gone Thursday. What games do we have? Do we have a Thursday or Friday?
No, Friday, Denver.
And then Sunday. I'm back Sunday.
Sunday's Atlanta.
And I'll probably watch it that night.
It's a 2 p.m. game.
Yeah, so I'll probably watch it that night. That's the
we'll
Hawks,
see.
right? And they're not.
Yes.
They haven't played. How have they been doing? They're not.
They've been doing well. They've been winning.
They're better now?
Yeah, they're surging.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we record Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're not up for it, I get a guest in here. We'll figure it out.
We need to get Connor.
Cody, Joe Scott wants to come in. We got a whole bunch of people knocking at the door. We'll get Dad in here at some point.
Yeah. Hey, tonight the national announcers were talking about potentially being contenders. That's what they said. They said
if we can,
Celtics keep playing the way they are.
Won 7 in a row.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Big tests coming up, but
yes,
we'll see how it goes.
Yep. Passing's getting better.
Yep. Passing's much improved since Smart's been back.
I agree. Yeah.
But
I don't like it when they run the ball when the ball is dribbled down by Tatum or Brown. I do not like that. I don't like
I would agree.
I think that the offense just stalls because they are looking immediately for ISO
to score.
And it's slow. It's just a slow offense. So I'm very glad Smart's back. I think when it runs through somebody else originally, it's just so much quicker.
Yep.
And I think Jalen scores off passes now, which, like they seem to be, especially last game, he got a lot of passes inside because the defense was terrible. But hard to tell. All right. Looking forward to the next game.
Yep. We'll have more to talk about, hopefully.
Yes, some better games.
Or yeah, when we're playing some close ones, when we're not playing like the best team in the NBA.
Yes.
Yeah, follow us on social media. We're at Shamrock Talk on Instagram, at Shamrock Talk Pod on Twitter. We have a Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. You can follow me at Mr. Caniac on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, well, we're gonna keep spitting out content here, whether the Celtics are crushing opponents or not. So
always a lot to talk about.
Yeah. We will see you guys next time.